I'm not gonna lay down with him and he doesn't have any money.
But not Ms. Worthen. I'm gonna let you rephrase that, because I'm sure you didn't mean what you just said.
Yes, ma'am, I meant what I said. Yes, ma'am.
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toller on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. Roshawn and Rickey have been living together for 7 years and became engaged 3 years ago. But years of financial struggles and cheating accusations have landed them in divorce court seeking a dissolution of cohabitation.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
Well, I don't call it cheating, Your Honor.
What do you call it?
I call it moving on.
Roshawn says she's sick and tired of carrying the load for Rickey. Today on Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Roshawn Worthen and Rickey Gooden. The two of you have been living together for 7 years, engaged for the last 3. I think, Ms. Worthen, I don't know what you guys are doing, and I guess you're going to try to find that out today. If you do end up leaving one another, Ms. Worthen, you are seeking over $5,000 for a variety of things, including emotional distress.
Yes,
and we will discuss that momentarily. But before we do, Ms. Worthen, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your situation and why you're here in court today?
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, the reason why I'm here today is because I've had a hard life growing up. I've been on my own since the age of 15 years old. And I always imagined that once I grow up and have kids of my own, that, you know, I would be with someone that's going to support us and someone that I can trust and know that whether or not I'm able, it's going to get done. So that's my issue. That's my main issue.
Did you think you found it in him 7 years ago?
Yes, ma'am. When we first met, he was a hard-working man. He bring his whole check home, and everything was great.
So what's the problem now?
He blames the recession, but we were broke before the recession. The recession did not. the recession didn't mean anything in our household. We were struggling before the recession, so that's not an excuse for me.
Okay. Mr. Gooden, she says that you're not holding it down economically. What do you say about that?
Your Honor, that's a story. She always, when I'm working, everything good. But as soon as I get laid off, Your Honor,
There's no love in the home.
Ain't no love. When the work gone, the loving gone.
Because Your Honor, if the utility, if the utility people comes to disconnect my lights, do you think that they're gonna consider our circumstances? Oh, he worked 6 months ago, but today he's broke. Yeah. We're gonna be in the dark. We have kids. It's not about us anymore.
Let me ask you this. Is your economic situation and your intimacy situation, are they connected somehow?
Yes, ma'am.
Explain that to me.
Because I'm not gonna lay down with him and he doesn't have any money.
Well, not Ms. Worthen. Ms. Worthen, I'm gonna let you rephrase that, because I'm sure you didn't mean what you just said.
Yes, ma'am, I meant what I said. Yes, ma'am. Let me explain. Let me explain.
See what I go through, Your Honor? That's what I go through, Your Honor.
Give me a second to explain.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a second.
I mean exactly what I said, but let me explain why.
Okay.
Because, okay, Your Honor, say we lay up and we're just in La La Land living this fantasy life, and I get pregnant again. Who's gonna take care of that child? How are we gonna, and that's
how I've been doing. I cook, I clean, I make sure everything, I work,
I'm
Your Honor.
talking about financially, Your Honor.
When's the last time you've had a job, Mr. Gooden?
Think hard.
About 5 months ago, Your Honor.
About 5 months ago.
I was working this job, Your Honor.
How long?
7 days, it was a 7 days a week
We
job.
understand that money is a problem. Let me move forward with that. Do you have other issues with him?
Yes, I don't trust him. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
Why don't you trust him?
Because, okay, let me give you an example. A couple months back, I put him out thinking that he would go and if he's not with his family every day, doesn't wake up to his family, doesn't, you know, I thought that he would, you know, maybe miss that and that would motivate him to want to do, you know, the right thing, take care of his child, kids. So I put him out. So I started hearing rumors that he with this lady and all type of stuff. So I come to find out, Yana, he done met this lady. This lady done took him in, took him shopping, let him live rent-free. And I just don't feel like that's right. I feel like a real man would have said, thank you, but no thank you. I'm gonna do the right thing and stay with my family and make it work.
Oh, why you kicked me out?
It doesn't matter.
Mr. Gooden, you guys have 2 kids together, right? 2 sons together.
She
What
led
happened?
me to do that. She
didn't
kicked me
lead
out,
you
and
to
I
do
thought it was been so long, you know. But you know,
You were cheating on her.
Well, I don't call it cheating, Yana.
What do you call it?
I call it moving on. You know, I just moved on, and I didn't think it was gonna work. But when I was seeing this person, I realized that ain't where I wanted to, you know, to be. You know, because I really love her, Yana.
You were living with her, right?
Yeah.
And she kicked you out. Did you move in with another woman immediately? Is that
Not
accurate?
immediately, Yana.
What happened? Where did you go in between?
Okay, I was staying at my mother's house. You know, I met this female. You know, I was talking, you know, to her, and
How long did you know her before she let you in the house?
about 2 or 3 months, Yana.
Ladies,
not a true
let me
statement.
say this.
That's what I told her.
If we don't stop giving free ride, room, and
No, they
board
don't
to
want no free
any,
rides,
Hush, don't cut the judge off.
I get too many guys coming in here like, if she gets rid of me, I'm gonna just hop in bed with somebody else.
No,
and she'll
it wasn't
get
even
rid
like
of
that.
me. Yes, it is.
wasn't.
And ladies, they can't do it if we don't let them.
Allow
Let's
them,
cut it
yeah.
out.
When divorce court continues, Rickey offers his definition of manhood.
What makes you a man?
I cook, I clean, I take care.
Ooh, that's a good
I
answer.
take care of the kids.
Divorce isn't easy. Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Roshawn Worthen, who claims her fiancé Rickey contributes little to the household. But has Roshawn been having inappropriate relationships with other men?
It is fair to say that you've been doing things you ought not be doing with other men. Is
Yes.
that right?
Yes, ma'am, in a way.
You say that she makes you feel like less than a man. Explain that
Yeah,
comment to me.
Not really less of a man, because I'm a man before I'm anything, Yana. You know, she
What
she
makes
just-
you a man?
I cook, I clean, I take care of.
Ooh, that's a good
I
answer.
take care of I take care of the kids. I mean, I get up in the morning.
I like that, Mr. Good.
You know, Yana, but she don't understand that though,
Yana, I
Yana.
could do that
That's a
myself.
job within
I can do that
How
myself.
could you? You need.
Now, wait a minute, Ms. Worthen. Are you working?
No, but I do hair, I babysit, cook, clean,
So
whatever
you
I gotta do
cobbling
to
something
provide.
together and you make money. So you are working. You're
Yes.
making money. You bringing money
Yes,
into the
ma'am.
household.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, to be a man is to contribute in the manner that the best way you can, in any way you can. And I think it is wonderful that he thinks he is manly for doing the cooking and the cleaning and the caring
Your
for the
Honor, he
children.
learned that.
I
And
really
she
like
eat it.
that.
She eat it good. She know I cook good,
I
Yana.
really like that. Now, come on. He's not laying around the house doing nothing. He's
Your
contributing.
Honor, there has been times when I was working, I come home a little early and he still sleep. He gets up right before he knows I'm gonna come home. And
I mean,
cleans
Yana,
up,
that's just
clean
like a
up,
job. You know, you
clean
have
up
your
and
days,
tighten
Yana.
up. He doesn't do anything until the end of the
The
day.
house clean and everything, Yana.
And then,
Does
Your
he have
Honor,
the
if
house
both
clean?
of us were
She
out
can't-
working, the house wouldn't need to be cleaned this much.
Right.
Because there's no one there. The kids
But,
are in
Yana,
school.
Everybody
We're
go
gonna
through
eat
tough times.
regardless.
It don't be hard times. You know, you
Now,
ups and
Mr.
downs.
Mr. Gooden, I loved your answer. I just thought it was fantastic.
He knew you would like
Having
that.
said that, I will say, but if it's true,
It's
you got to
true.
give him credit for it.
Ain't it true?
You got to
Is
give
it
him
true
credit
or
for
not?
it.
I'm not agreeing with you. I mean,
Okay.
Look, see what I'm saying, Yana?
Mr. Gooden, I believe you. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. I believe you. Here's my question. You suspect that she does cheat on you. Is that true?
Well, I had never physically called her. To this day,
right.
I
He
never
never
really
catch me,
physically
so I'm
like.
innocent to prove
But
guilty.
she lead me on to believe these things, Yana.
And tell me what signs you've seen of cheating. Text messages, anything like that?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Okay. About the text message. Okay. So I go through her phone. You know what I found in the phone, Yana?
What did you find in her phone?
Some guy saying, "Baby, I love you."
Mrs. Worthen, did a man text you, "Baby, I love you"?
Yes, but you see how it turned from answering my phone into going through my phone?
Well, that's one issue a different issue altogether, but was there a man that texted you, "Baby, I love you"? So it is fair to say that you've been doing things you ought not be doing with other men. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am, in a way.
Well, I'd love you to hear you explain that, Mrs. Worthen.
Because, okay, in the beginning of me and Ricky's relationship, I was to stay at home, don't hang out, I used to beg him to stay, come home. He still, came in 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or whenever he felt like it. And I told him one day the roles are gonna reverse and it's gonna be me staying out at night.
When divorce court continues, Judge Lynn has a good suggestion for Ricky's teeth.
Gold is going at $1,600
I know it might
an ounce.
it might be a lot.
It might be a time to, cash them in.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Ricky Gooden, who claims his fiancée Roshawn does not appreciate him. But does Ricky have his priorities in order?
She's stressing me, Yana. Let me tell you an incident, Yana. Okay, Yana. Now this deep here, Yana. I went to a job to propose to her on Valentine's Day now. This is a big day, Yana.
Right.
I goes in there, she's surprised. She looking, so I proposed, I said, "Would you marry me?" And she was looking all surprised and everything, Yana. Don't you know, I think she ain't take me serious, Yana. You know why? 6 months later, she pawned the ring.
Did you pawn the ring 6 months later?
Yes, ma'am.
How come?
It was lights of bling bling.
No.
I chose lights.
That's a story.
I chose lights.
Long we been, our lights
I'm
never
not gonna
been
walk
off,
around with no diamond on my finger
in
if
the dark in the
everything's
house.
not right at the house.
She can have a better excuse
There's
than
no
that,
way,
Yana.
Yana.
No, Yana.
There's no way.
No, I think I don't think
Mr.
she
Gooden,
take me
just for my
serious.
own edification, how much that grill cost you?
I paid at the time. I paid like $560 something like that.
$500.
Yeah.
Gold is going at $1,600
I know it might
an ounce.
it might be a lot expensive.
It might be a time to, cash them in.
You better know it. That's what I'm talking about, Yana. We on the same page. We're on the same page.
$1,600 an ounce. That's how much gold is selling for these days. When you got them, they were probably like $600. You can make a lot more money now.
You just gave me an idea.
Cash them in.
We are
Anyway.
where we go to get him out? The same place he went to get him?
Tell me about the bowling alley, which you stayed out all
Oh yeah,
night.
I'm glad you brought that up, Yana. Okay.
I'm doing all your work for you, Mr. Gooden. You need to step up.
Yana, I gave her, I said, well, she said, well, baby, I want to go to the, you gonna let me talk? She said, baby, I want to go to the bowling alley. I'm like, well, go ahead, baby. You know what I'm saying? Go on and have a good time. I got the kids. Now, mind you, Yana, this was like 4 in the afternoon. Okay, she leaves 4 in the afternoon. Do you know this woman ain't come home?
Did you stay out all night after you went bowling?
All night,
Yes,
Yana.
ma'am.
Why?
Because we have a law in our state where we can't drink and drive.
That's everywhere. That ain't no excuse. In our state, that's in everybody's state. See what I'm talking about, Yana?
When divorce court continues, is Roshawn certifiable?
A crazy person just wakes up and do whatever their mind tells them to do. Sometimes my mind tells me to hop on a plane and just don't come back. If I was crazy, I would have done it.
Divorce Court returns with the case of Roshawn Worthen and Ricky Gooden, who are in court today seeking a dissolution of cohabitation.
Do you know that Mr. Gooden told my people that people say you're crazy?
Yes.
You can see.
Your Honor, if
at
I
it.
was crazy, you don't think I would be getting a check? If I was crazy, I would have been the first one at the Social Security office getting my money. I am not crazy. I got plenty of sense. I have enough sense to know to take care of my kids and hold the household down.
Right.
How can a crazy person do that? A crazy person just wakes up and do whatever their mind tells them to do. Sometimes my mind tells me to hop on a plane and just don't come back. If I was crazy, I would have done it.
Well, now, Mr. Gooden, why do you say she's crazy?
One morning, you know, I'm in there laying down now, Your Honor. Okay. You know, this woman came in there and said, go get me a pack of cigarettes. I tell her, man, I'm asleep. Why don't you go? You know, this woman called me everything but the child of God because I wouldn't go get her a pack of cigarettes.
I have bad nerves. My nerves are very bad. I've been through a lot, and I do
You
smoke
making me
cigarettes.
want a cigarette now.
I need one too.
All righty, okay. You say he's controlling.
Very controlling, Your Honor.
Explain that to me.
For instance, I wanted to wear a lace front wig to the show. He tells me, no, that's too ghetto. You need to wear your own hair. Celebrities
it
wear
look
lace
good,
front
don't it,
wigs.
Your Honor? That versus a wig, Your
I
Honor.
don't
Come
even
on.
know what a
That ain't
lace
nothing.
front wig is. I mean, it's just a regular wig, right?
Yeah, with the little baby edges and
But she look
everything with
nice.
the
I
underbraid.
just tell her she look nice with her
But
regular
no,
hair,
it's
Your
not
Honor.
what he said, it's how he said it, Your Honor. If you think I look better with my hair, just say, baby, I like you better with your hair. Now
I
you're
mean,
gonna
Your
look
Honor, I
all
love this
ghetto.
crazy
Ghetto
woman.
is not something you choose. Ghetto is you have to work with your circumstances and your environment and try to survive. Ghetto, I didn't wake up and say, oh, I wanna live in the ghetto. Ghetto is not anything, that's not something I choose. I would love to be high, you know, live in a middle-class neighborhood where I can just worry about living and not all the time worrying about bills and all type of financial things.
Your Honor, when I was working, I paid all the bills and I never complained to this woman.
Okay.
She still ain't
Your
satisfied.
Honor.
You got to get back to work. But Mrs. Worthen, why don't you tell me what the final straw was?
The final straw was when he came back from with that lady. Brother came back calling me all type of names and just being very disrespectful and in front of my children.
Mr. Gooden, did you come back in the house and act a fool?
No, Your Honor.
He came back showing out and it wasn't gonna fly around there.
She made me push me to the. I mean, I know I ain't gonna say I'm 100%.
You a man, remember?
Yeah.
How can I make a man do something? Right.
Oh, look at her. She's trying to cut me up.
Mr. Gooden, if I were you, I would give most of the arguments here because she got you outmatched.
This is 8 years.
You know what?
8 years.
That's why I leave, Your Honor.
No, let me tell you something. You want $5,000 for emotional stress,
Yes,
you know
ma'am.
you're not gonna get it. So, having disposed of that, let me say this. I think the two of you are 2 or 3 decent decisions away from a decent life. I really do. There are people that come in here, and I know you guys have had hard circumstances. What you say, ghetto is not something that you choose. That is so true. It was something that you were born in, that you live in.
Exactly.
But you can decide your way out of it.
Exactly.
It's not guaranteed, but there are decisions that you can make that guarantee that you can't get out, and you haven't made those decisions. You made better decisions than that.
Yes, ma'am.
But Mr. Gooden, you need to step up your game. And I appreciate the fact that you do what you need to do in the household, but she's a half a paycheck away from getting where you guys need to go. And I mean, if you got to do fast
Minimum
food,
wage,
minimum
exactly.
wage, whatever you have
I'm
to
not
do,
asking for much.
man up all the way
I
in
do,
there
Your Honor.
and do that.
But when I do, she still ain't happy, Your Honor.
You guys are at the cusp of getting it right.
Yes, ma'am.
And you got to put the effort into getting it right. There will be no recovery in this matter.
You're not gonna give me no money for my life.
Not a dime.
All
Not a
rise.
dime.
Parties may leave the courtroom.
Roshawn and Rickey report that nothing has changed since they left court. Rickey is frustrated that he still hasn't found work, and Roshawn accuses him of not trying hard enough. She says she's ready to put him out of their home, but he insists he loves her and is committed to making their relationship work. Roshawn reveals that she is preparing for a future without Rickey and is focusing on getting her life in order.